Hello, me again. Not driving home from work today. I'm running some errands. You'd think one of those errands would be putting fuel in, but I done that earlier. I now have 351 miles to go apparently. It won't make 351. Nowhere near. Anyway, so what am I doing today? I'm still not telling you what the car is yet because none of you have guessed. Obviously, I'm filming this the next day. I doubt I'll be filming tomorrow because later I'm going to be filming out the garage with the Flexus. I've had some bits through that I can use to finish the bits that I was doing for the video that I was in the middle of making. So that should be with you soon. And I'd like to point out that those videos, they take a really long time to make. Obviously, I work during the week. I've got a young family. I don't get much time to go out to the garage and mess about with cars as much as I'd like. So whenever I get time, I'll go out there, I'll do some filming, and then it takes a god-awful amount of time to edit it and then put it on YouTube. Currently, I'm editing on an iPad, so it can take quite some time because well, it is quite intuitive. It's very good, but it's not the best. I don't think I could probably do better on a computer, but I'd need to pay more money to beef my computer up, and I'd rather spend money on car parts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm off to go and get some money. I don't like dealing in cash. I'm far too lazy to go to the bank every day, take some money out and pay money to good people. I'd much rather just flash the plastic and say, there you are, put it on that. Of course that comes with repercussions because you can't see it and you spend way too much. But yeah, I'm off to get some dollar, and then we're off to the welding shop to pick up my, well, I say pick up, hopefully, if he's got any there, pick up my new welding torch for my MIG/TIG welder, because as you'll find out in the next installment of the Flexus, I have done the majority of the exhaust. I say the majority of the exhaust. I've done the manifold and the downpipe to the cats, and currently they're all tacked together using a MIG welder. And what I'd like to do is actually weld it all up so it's done, and I want to weld it up using a TIG welder. Now I've got a TIG welder, as you've probably seen in the last video. It's hooper duped. So what I'm going to do is use the TIG functionality of my MIG to, because it's only DC welding, it should manage it no problem. And wow, some people's parking is terrible. Hold that thought, I'll be back. Okay, where was I? Thanks, Jeeves. My friendly belt butler. I call him Jeeves. He's very helpful. Yeah, where was I? People parking badly. Me welding the exhaust up. Yeah, so I have a EWM MIG welder, which I've been using for the majority of the MIG welding I do, but it has a TIG functionality, which most inverting MIG welders will have. But to use it properly, you need a proper cable. It's only lift start. It's not high frequency start or anything, but I think I can live with that, and I think I should be able to get quite a tidy result from it. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to the welding shop to pick up my new welding torch, which he should have done from weeks ago. I've been on holiday since I've asked him to do it, and he hasn't got back to me, so we're gonna go nag him a bit. Now, when I get that torch, I can weld up the exhaust, and I can start looking into actually starting that engine, which should be fun, because there's nothing like a bit of motivational V8 engine noises, is there? Is there? So what should we talk about today? Probably a little bit of a longer car journey today, because I'm not coming home from the train station, and I'm roaming about locally. I'm still not going to give away the car, like I said earlier. You're going to have to guess that. Or at least somebody's going to have a go at guessing what it is. And if you don't get it, then I will tell you, because I'm really excited about it. I like driving it. It's fun. Is it me or is this camera turning? I'm sure this camera's turning. It is, isn't it? But I can't tell because I'm going around corners when it does turn. Stupid cheap mounts. Let's have a look. What does it do? It does turn. How is it turning? It's all tight. You're all tight. You're all tight. Let's tighten you up a bit more. Is that any better? We'll have a look now. Roundabout coming up. We'll see. It's still turning. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Just cheap mount. Cheap mount. Had some stuff in the post this morning. A lot of carbide bits for some lathe tools for me to finish what I'd started last week for the next video, by the way. That's going to be it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be interesting because I've already done it, but it should be interesting for you, and it's a very explainy video. It explains a lot of why I done what I done, because you weren't supposed to shoehorn a Lexus V8 into a Ford Focus, believe it or not. Oh, and of course there's a tractor going up the hill. Going up the hill at, he's doing a fair lick, he's doing about 12 miles an hour. Good for him. He's actually going slower than that, no doubt. What's coming up with the Flexus then? Recently I've been working on the exhaust quite a bit. That has taken so long to do just to get it to fit nicely. I have no idea how Al on the Skid Factory does it so easy. By the way, if you haven't seen the Skid Factory, go and watch it, it's quite interesting. Lots of Australian stuff if you're into that. And they do actually use a 1U ZFE in a Fairlane, I think it is. It's one of the first projects they do, which is interesting. And something I might be referring back to at some point when it comes to getting mine to work. But yeah, I've been doing the exhaust. It's taken me a ridiculous amount of time. The engine's been in and out countless times, and I mean countless times. I can't remember how many times I had to pull it out to check something, put it back in, and just rejig things here and there, and it got so tedious and boring. So I haven't really filmed any of that. I just wanted to get it done. I'll obviously show you the output in the next video, and and like I said earlier, I think it's done now. I think I'm happy with it. It doesn't hit, well, it might hit somewhere, but I'll cover that in the episode. next I've decided to focus on get it on there's going to be lots of jokes like that, by the way. I'm terrible for puns. I love a pun, love a good pun. They're very punny. Yeah, I disappoint myself sometimes. Yeah, so next I'm going to focus on suspension, I think, so I can get it back on four wheels. I actually done quite a lot of work on the back end before I even started filming it. So the it is on four wheels, or it could be on four wheels once I've completed this bit on the lathe. And I'm going to actually roll it out of the garage for two reasons. One, to clean the car because it's full of grinding dust, and two, to clean the garage because it just gets into a bigger mess every time I do something. I don't have enough room. I'll never have enough room. I could have a garage the size of I don't know, Boeing's warehouse. I still won't have enough room for parts that I insist on keeping, even though I probably will never have any use for them whatsoever. But one day they will come in handy. No idea what for, but they will come in handy. Yeah, so I'll roll it out. Could check the steering then as well to make sure it's all working. That is after I've done the current work that I'm doing on it. And I'd like to put the interior back in, so that actually does save quite a bit of space in the garage. Because when you strip a car down, it just explodes and goes everywhere. So with the interior back in the car where it belongs, that gives me a little bit more space in the garage, and the car doesn't look like it's falling to pieces, and it actually looks like a car again, where I'm probably kidding myself that I'm a little bit further along in this project than I actually am. Now, the question is, I'm nearly here, and this shop apparently is moving very soon. So I've come to the old place, but I don't know if he's still here. Oh yeah, he's still here. That's good. We're good. Right, let's park up and go in and see him. Where's that van going? I'm gonna go right here. Yeah, so I'll be right back. Well, that was slightly disappointing. He hasn't managed to do it yet because he hasn't had enough time. It was the right shop though, so that's good news. Also managed to buy some batteries for my vernier calipers, so I can accurately measure what I'm doing on the lathe. So at least something's come of it. Saved me a trip to generic convenience store for some really obscure batteries. Well, I'm an idiot. I left the camera on when I went to see Mr. Welder Guy, and the battery ran out. So we haven't got the trip home, but I'm off out the garage now to do some work on the Flexus. So I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.